everybody, how's it going? Let me know if you could hear me okay. I know live stream and technology is kind of weird sometimes. Hopefully we got picture going. Picture, volume, I think we are all good. Okay. What's up, everybody? My name is Darren Wong, and I am a member of the Kinjas. And welcome to my beginner hip-hop dance class. So, if this is your first time being here, be sure to subscribe. That way you'll always know when I'm going live. For now, I'm going live every Monday through Friday at 7 p.m. That is U.S. Pacific time. So, feel free to join me. Hit that subscribe button so you're always notified of that. If you've never done one of these, this is exactly how I would teach a beginner hip-hop class with you, right? So if you're in the same room with me and this was actually like a studio, this is the same exact thing. So it's going to be nothing different. If you have questions, go ahead and put those into the chat. There is like a 10-20 second delay sometimes. So just let me know if you have any questions. I'll get back to you as soon as possible. And I'm all about community, especially like in my classes. I usually tell people like go and meet each other, say hi, say what's up. So feel free to say hi. Feel free to say where you're from with this. And yeah, usually with my classes, just to break it down for you real quick, the way I teach my beginner classes is I usually teach a basic movement, technique, fundamental groove in the very beginning. That way you'll understand how to freestyle with it, right? Because what's dance if you don't know how to actually dance by yourself and freestyle with it, right? So I do that first, and then we apply that to a combination or a choreography combination at the very end, right? So you should be able to, after this lesson, take what you learned from the fundamental part of it and be able to apply that to any song, any music, whatever, and feel free and confident on the floor with that. And then you'll also have a combination after this to apply it to if you want to keep training that specific technique or thing that we're going over, okay? If you want to go deeper into like an actual like full-on choreography class with a full song and going deeper with that thing, I am starting to offer online classes with that too. That'll be via Zoom, and you'll be able to interact with each other, see each other, and you'll also be learning a full combination with music and everything. So let's go ahead and get started. We'll just warm up first. And again, if you have any questions, hit me in the chat. Oh yeah. What up, Nelson Ta? All right, let me turn it up now. All right. So all we're gonna do is we're look up. So look up and look down and look up and look down. Okay, let's go a little faster. And up, and down, and up, and down, and up, and down. Let's look to your right, so right. And switch. And switch. And switch. Okay, let's go a little faster. And switch. And switch. And switch. And switch. And switch. And switch, and switch. Good, now we're gonna tilt all the way to the right. Just try to touch your ear to your shoulder. Just warming up that neck. And switch, switch, and switch, and switch. Good, let's go a little faster. And switch, and switch, and switch, and switch, and switch. Good, we're gonna make a giant circle to your right. So all the way around. Bring it around town. All the way, all the way. Good, now we're gonna switch it up, go to the left, all the way, giant circle. Again, loosen up our neck, wake everything up. Good, now we're gonna pretend like your nose is a pencil. You're just gonna follow my finger with strong infinity sign. So just gonna go around and around. Good, get all those kinks out of your neck. Good, we're gonna switch. One way is always easier, so don't worry. Good, take your shoulders, go giant circles backwards. Good. Go forward. Giant circles, giant circles. Good. And then we're gonna hug ourselves. Try to keep your arms straight, so don't go down here or up here. If you want an extra stretch, go ahead and point your thumbs to the back and your palms up. You'll feel a crazy stretch in your chest. Good. Okay, so next thing, we're gonna loosen up our thoracic spine. So all I want you to do is focus on your hips not moving. So try not to do side to side. I'm just moving everything above it, okay? So keep your hips where they are. Very gently go side to side. Don't need any back injuries. Good. Okay, so we're gonna do the same thing. Keep your hips where they are. Now from here, I'm gonna push my entire upper body to the left, okay? So try your best to keep your shoulders not bent over here, but keep them straight, almost like you're balancing something over here. And push it to the right, okay? left, and then right. So if this feels weird, don't worry. It is like a mind-muscle connection, but just try to push as far as you can. You should feel stretch in your back, okay? Good, so now we're gonna take your chest. All I want you to do is think about going 45 degrees up, not straight forward. You'll get a better stretch that way. So you wanna lift your chest up, and then as you push your chest back, I want you to push your hips forward to get this crazy stretch in your back. Good, all the way up, and all the way back, and all the way up, and all the way back. We're gonna stay in this position, and all I want you to do is pretend like you're drawing a circle with your chest, okay? So we're gonna put those two together, so the back and the side to side and front. So from here, I'm starting in the back, I'm gonna move my chest to the right, drawing my circle to the front, then to the left, then all the way back. So this is right, forward, left, and back. And then we go the other way, so left, bring it forward, right, and back. And again, if this is difficult, don't worry, it doesn't have to be really big right now. We're just really loosening up everything, okay? Next one, we're gonna open up our hips, okay? So all I want you to do, pretend like there's a chair here. All I want you to do is walk on over it. Big circles. You should feel like little pops in your hips, maybe. I don't know, maybe that's just me getting old. Getting old, guys. All right, cool. So, same thing, but now we're gonna come inside. So you're loosening the outside of your hip. Outside of your hips. Good. Okay, now we're gonna loosen up our knees. So all you wanna do, doesn't have to pick up your leg too high, you just bring it up a little bit. All I want you to do is with your right leg is just kick out, back and forth, just loosening up everything. Okay, so now you go inside and out, so inside and outside. Good. Now we're circle inside, circle, circle, circle. Good. Now circle outside. Find your balance. Good. Same thing on your left. So same thing. Here, kick out, back and forth. Good, doesn't have to be high again. Now we go inside and out, so inside and out. Just loosen up your knees, don't go crazy. Good, now we go inside. Circle, circle, circle. Good, now we go outside. Perfect. Okay, so last one with your knees, all I want you to do is point your feet together and point them to the front. Don't move them side to side. All I'm gonna do is I'm bend my knees side to side, almost like I'm skiing. Ski it up, you know? Here we go to the right. Giant circles. To the left. Perfect. Okay, so this one's for your hips. So whatever you need to do, I want you to keep your legs straight. Either touch your knees, your shins, your ankles, your feet, whatever you can do. And then as you squat down, you push out your knees and also lift up your chest. You feel this crazy hip opening move and also a crazy hamstring stretch. All the way down again. All the way up. Super tiring one, and down, and up. Do it one more time, just for good luck, you know? Good, now we're gonna slowly come all the way up. Slowly, slowly, take your time. Perfect, okay, so this last one's just for your ankles. So whatever your ankle mobility is, don't push it. I just want a very slight stretch to it. Okay, so all we're gonna do is go to the sides. For feet, again, whatever your range of motion is, and rock side to side. Good. Loosen up those ankles. Okay. Same thing, go a little bit more wider. Now come to the inside. Again, whatever your limit is. Getting hot. Good, so now we're gonna walk on our heels. Walk around, wake up everything. And we're gonna go on our toes. Alrighty, cool. Let's get it to it. Here we go, everybody. And again, if you just got here, feel free to leave comments in the chat. I'll get back to you. Questions in the chat, I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Okay, so like I mentioned, I always start my class off with a beginner movement that you need to have in order to do, whether it's freestyle or choreography. Okay, so if you've been here in my previous week's classes or even this week that we've been having it, I've been talking about the concept of a down groove and an up groove. Okay, so our down groove is one of the very fundamental moves you need to know. That's when you drop to the music on the beat, right? And then the up groove is where we come up to the music on the beat. Okay, so one is more grounded. Your down groove is pretty grounded and heavy. Think about your nay-nay, right? And your up groove is a little bit happier and up in the air, right? So you could think of line dancing is very up groove heavy, jerking is up groove, right? So it's either a difference of you're dropping to the beat or you're coming up to the beat. Okay, so today what I'm gonna focus on is something I like to call, like, I guess, a bounce or a hop. Very like, I feel like I'm a boxer when I'm doing it, okay? So if you ever see a lot of like dancers do like I guess, typical one would be a running man. They tend to have like jumps and small little hops in their dancing, right? So if I was doing the running man, I'm jumping the whole time, but I'm still executing somewhat of a groove, okay? So for today, I want you to focus on just the footwork of your jumps. Don't worry too much about executing a groove with it. That's gonna get very confusing with it today. But if you want to challenge yourself, I would say most of these today are going to be down groove heavy, meaning that I'm dropping to the beat each time I land on the whole count, okay? So just a refresher if you've never been here. When I talk about whole counts, all I'm talking about is basically in music, you can think of it as an 8 count, but for dancers, I tend to say if you're beginning, just think in 1, 2, 1, 2. So there's those basic 1, 2 counts, and in between those counts, there's your and counts. So if I'm doing a down groove, I wanna think of if I was drawing it, this is going 1 and 2 and 1 and 2. So you notice I'm dropping on my whole numbers and my and counts, I'm coming up. So if I flip it and I wanna do an up groove, then I wanna come up this way on my whole counts. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2. Okay, so that's all I'm really talking about with the whole counts and counts, and that'll determine what kind of groove you're doing. Okay, so today we're focusing just on this hop. Okay, so in your mind, just to kind of picture something to make it a little bit easier for learning this, all I'm thinking about is I'm gonna just be basically just drawing this plus sign. Okay, so I call this the clock method too. Your feet are kind of in the middle of the clock, and all I'm gonna do is step in certain directions and then come back to my center. So you're never gonna leave this spot, so you're never gonna like come to the side or come backwards. All I'm gonna do is put one foot in front of the other, and that way I'm gonna be stepping in 2 different directions. Okay, so without the jumps, all I wanna do for now, let's say we draw a plus sign. Okay, so just steps, no groove at all. I'll start with my right. I'm gonna step forward, this will be my first step, and I'm gonna come right back to my center. Then I'm gonna switch it. Left foot, come right back to center. Okay, so that's the front part of my plus sign. Now I'm gonna go to the side. So now I'm gonna step on this button, come back over, step on this button, come back over. Now I'm gonna hit the back, same thing, right leg, come back, left leg, come back. Now back to right and left, just to finish off an 8 count, right and left. Okay, so all I'm really focusing on is drawing that plus sign and coming back to my center the whole time. So let's just drill that, and then we'll just add the crazy hops, or my boxer hops, okay? So 5, 6, 7, right leg, this is front, back, left leg, front, back to side, side, back and side, back and right, and left, and right, and left. Okay, so that's gonna be our pattern. So whenever I think about using leaps or jumps, or I'm trying to be a little bit faster, I almost pretend like I am a boxer, right? So if you're ever like box, you wanna kind of keep light on your feet, right? Almost like, I don't know, I feel like, I don't know, like some Street Fighter character. So you wanna be a little bit lighter on your toes, okay? So unlike what I've been talking about with the down groove and all that stuff, instead of being more on your heels, for this one, we wanna be a little bit more on your toes. Okay, so you're gonna feel this a lot in your toes today, and I'm literally just jumping from each section of that plus sign. Okay, so if this was my front, so again, the same pattern, front, side, side, back, just so you can see it, instead of just stepping, I'm gonna just actually leap with both my feet to go to the front, okay? And then from here, I'm gonna use my feet to come back, okay? So you wanna think for now, whatever foot goes forward or is stepping out in a direction, that's the foot that you're gonna use to jump back, okay? So you wanna think, put more weight in that front leg or whatever leg is stepping out, and then jump back, okay? So same thing with my left. I'm putting more weight in my left so I can use it to jump back, okay? So that's my front ones, right? So now if I go side to side, now I'm gonna go to my right, out, and I'm gonna use my right to jump back. So same thing, I'm gonna go my left, left, use this leg to jump back. If I go backwards, same thing. Back, use my back leg to jump back, left leg, back, use my left leg to jump back, and I go right and left again. So right leg, back, left leg, back. Okay, so it's kind of like if you've ever played DDR, just imagine you're in that stage where you have to like hit the arrows and you're just jumping from side to side and backwards and forwards. Okay, so we're gonna go super slow, okay? So again, front twice, right, left, back twice, right, left. And again, your pattern is just right leg in front, come back, left leg in front, come back, okay? Cardio day, here we go. So 5, 6, I'm gonna go super slow. 7, 8, I'm gonna jump right leg forward, jump back, left leg forward, jump back, right leg out, jump back, left leg out, jump back, right leg out, jump back, left leg out, jump back, right leg out, jump back, left leg out, jump back. Okay, so let's try it again. Catch your breath for a second. Here we go. So same thing. 5, 6, 7, 8. This goes right, back, left, back, right, back, left, back, right, back, left, back, right, back, left, back. Okay, so let's try that a little bit faster. In your head, you want to just think 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay, so again, your whole counts are going out in a direction. Your and counts is like your reset button. Okay, here we go. So 5, 6, 7, 8, go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and. Good. Breathe for a second. And again, just for this one, just to make it a little bit easier, kind of go towards whatever leg is going out, right? So instead of keeping my weight here, I want to go towards this, then come back out. Later, you could get into fancier things where you're using that middle leg to kind of control it, but for now, I think it's a little bit easier to go towards the direction, just when you're starting, okay? Here we go. So 5, 6, 7, 8, I'm going right and left and right and left and right and left and right and left, okay? So what you might notice for some of these is, especially the back ones, feel free to make it a little bit more natural for yourself. So if it feels weird to go like with your body facing forward, feel free to turn your body sideways to hit those, and also with the other left leg to do as well. Okay, so like I've talked about in previous lessons, kind of if you want your body to turn for now, you want to make it feel very natural, okay? So you always want your toes to kind of determine where your body's gonna point, right? So if I point my toes this way, it's kind of weird to keep my body forward. I would rather turn towards it. Same thing if I point my toes backwards, I'd want my body to follow it versus trying to do that, right? Okay, so let's just try this pattern with the music now. Here we go. CT19, yes, it does feel like DDR. Hi, Jessica, how are ya? Here we go. So 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1. Actually, I'll slow it down. This is gonna be too crazy for you right now. Gotta crawl first. Crawl before you walk. Okay, here we go. So again, just following 1 and 2 and 3. So we'll go half tempo, okay? And 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8. Go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and. Okay? So now let's try to speed it up, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. So 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8. Go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. Again. Here we go. And 5, 6, 7, 8. Go front and side and back and side. Good again. So again, try to stay on your toes with this one, right? 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One more time. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. Relax. How'd you do? How'd you do? Of course, Jim, I got y'all. Okay, cool. So that's the basics of your hop, right? So you can really take that anywhere. So even like if you see people like do these kind of moves, right? All they're doing is they're just hopping around and they're just probably adding a groove to it. Okay, so another version I could do is I could come back only on one leg. Okay, so this is like Running Man 101 right here. Okay, so from here, I'll turn to this side just so we can see this. So with my right leg, I'm gonna do the same move I just did. Okay, so you wanna think whatever leg goes out, that's the leg that you're gonna balance on in the end. Okay, whatever leg goes out, that's your balance leg. Whatever leg goes out, that's your balance leg, okay? So, for me, this is my right leg, okay? If it's not your right leg that's in front, then use your left leg, okay? So, if my right leg goes in front, same move, we're just playing DDR, okay? If my right leg goes in front, I'm gonna pull back and balance on the leg that goes out. So whatever leg went out, balance on that one, okay? So I'm just gonna hop back, okay? So one more time, let's just do that. All I'm doing, still doing the same hops, but now instead of coming back center, I'm coming back on one foot, okay? So right leg, this goes out, hop back because this is the leg that went out, back onto it, okay? So now, since I'm here, now I want to use my right leg to jump again so I could get my left leg out. And now, since my left leg is out, I want to balance it because it's going whatever direction it goes out, bounce on that leg, come back out, okay? Shuffling 101 and running man. Here we go. So if I jump with my right, this goes out. Balance on my right because it's out. Jump off my right to my left. Bounce on my left because it's out. Come back. Okay, so let's start from here, just so you can kind of get that feeling. So if I want my right leg to go out, I need to jump with this left. Okay, so 5, 6, 7, 8. This goes out. Come back to your right, boop, jump onto your left, out, come back to your left, boop, jump out with your right, right, come back to your right, up, out with your left, left, come back, out, okay? So, again, main thing you wanna focus on is whatever leg is out in whatever direction, that's the leg you're gonna balance on, okay? So let's say I took that to the side, right? Here, since this leg is out, I wanna come back to here. Right here, this leg is out, come back, okay? You will see other moves where you might not necessarily come back to that leg, but just for now, just kind of keep the same core concept going. So whatever leg is out, that's the leg I wanna balance on, okay? So let's try going again to the front. So with our right, so 6, 7, 8. This is right in front, bounce with your right, boop. Left in front, bounce with your left. Right in front, bounce on your right. Left in front, bounce with your left. Okay, so the whole time in your head, you're still doing technically, right? This is the same tempo, but now I'm just bringing it to one leg each time. Okay, so think in your head, you're still doing this, basically, bounce, 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 right? But now you want to just be very aware of where your weight distribution is. Okay, so my main advice I would say for this one is just be aware of where your balance point is, right? So for us, we want to try to really balance back in our center since we're doing like this clock method. So don't put your foot anywhere else except your center, right? So if this is my center leg and it hasn't moved, I want my right leg to end up being here versus doing this, right? So I don't want to go away from my center. I want to keep everything very center. And I'm essentially just doing this, right? So notice I'm always coming back to here and I'm just moving my body forward for that split second. Okay, let's try it again. Here we go. So 5, 6, 7, 8. This goes front, back, front, back, front, back, front, back. Okay, so let's try that again. Here we go. So 5, 6, right leg first, front, back, front, back, front, back, front, back. Okay, so let's try it. I'm gonna face you just in case the mirroring kind of messed you up. This is my right leg. This is my left leg, okay? I'm gonna start with my right going forward. Okay, so 5, 6, 7, 8. This goes right, right leg, left, left leg, right, right leg, left, left leg. Okay, so whatever you need to kind of tell yourself in order to make that happen, I say when you're a beginner, just say it out loud, right? There's nothing wrong with that. Later when you do start to freestyle, try to only say it in your head, but in your, like, whatever makes it easier for you, that's what you always wanna do, right? Even if it's like sounds, like, like whatever works for you, that's what you want to do with it, okay? So let's try it. I'll go 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and just repeating it over and over again, okay? Here we go. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and, okay? So if you notice I have a little bounce with it, don't worry too much about it. I think right now it's mainly about just understanding the footwork of it. If you've been here and you really understand that down groove, technically I am doing a down groove every whole count. Whole count, whole count, whole count, whole count. So technically I'm going 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. If that's super confusing, just worry about the legs, right? That's kind of actually where shuffling comes from. It's the same thing, they just don't throw a groove into it, right? So if you want to be shuffling, that's just like an extra tip for you. Just take out the groove And that's all it is, really. Okay, here we go. Let's try that with the music. You don't have 2 left feet? Nelson, what are you talking about? Pablo, thanks for joining us. All right, here we go, here we go. Out of breath already, everybody. Old man dancing. Okay, we'll go half tempo first. Okay, so now I'm gonna go 1 and 2 and 1 and 2. Okay, I'm gonna turn this side first. So 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2. Okay, let's try that again. I'll face the front. Here you go. 5, 6, 7, 8, 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and good. Okay, so if you have that, let's speed it up to actually whole count. 1, 2, 1 and 2, 1 and 2. There you go. And 5, 6, 7, 8, 1 and 2, 1 and 2 and 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Good. One more time. There you go. 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Good. Relax. Woo. Hip hop cardio coming at you, right? Okay. Cool. How'd everybody do? I need a sip of water. I'm an old man. Okay, so just note for yourself, it doesn't always have to go forward, okay? So that kind of goes over what I talked about yesterday about how to always change up your moves by only just changing like one aspect of it, right? So just because I'm going forward doesn't mean I can't take that same concept and just do the opposite over here, right? I'm still doing the same move, and again, your core concept to remember today is whatever leg you go out on, that's what you're gonna come back into. Okay, whatever leg you go out on, that's what you're gonna balance on, okay? Okay, here we go. Let's get into a combination, right? Ooh, I see some comments coming through. Jessica, I am exhausted too. Leslie, well, I'm glad you're coming back to it. CT19, so with the arms, I kind of talked about this last week, but basically for me, arms are not, you don't necessarily have to put them in specific areas unless you're doing like choreography, right? If you're freestyling, you should kind of be very free. My one rules with arms, whether it's freestyle and choreography, is try to air out your armpits, okay? So if you ever see someone dance like this, I call it the T-Rex arms. It just looks very closed off and very shy versus someone who's out here, right? So if I did the Running Man like this, you'd be like, what the heck is happening? Versus me airing out my armpits, right? So little things you can do, especially as a beginner, don't make it too complicated. Just choose one position with your arms that you're comfortable holding that isn't in tight like this, right? So if you are like for me, I'm left-handed. Let's say I'm only comfortable holding my left arm out like this, right? Then it's still gonna look better than me just doing this, right? So as long as your arms are kind of at least not dangling there and they're physically moving around and doing something, that's totally fine, right? So don't feel like you have to move them constantly. It's not about that. I feel like a lot of beginners, they feel like they have to be like, oh man, I'm doing crazy arms. But really, if you just choose like maybe 1 or 2 positions and just decide when you want to switch them up, it's always gonna look better and more relaxed than someone trying to be like, oh, I'm gonna do a wave and then do this, right? So don't go too crazy with it. I'm all about like feeling the music and letting it kind of guide you. I hope that kind of helps. That was a good question. Okay, all right. Yes, Jessica, exactly. Thank you for answering that as well. Okay, cool. So let's start from the top of the combination, right? So we did our basic. Now I'm just gonna put it in a combination to drill it into something you could practice, right? And again, if you wanna go kind of deeper into like actually learning like a whole, well, not a whole song, but actually like learn a song that's meant, or learn choreography that's meant for a song, I am starting to offer that, and I'll leave a link at the very end of this in the chat. Or you could go to the description box and register for one of those, okay? So here we go. Okay, so all I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take that very first combination we did and do the slow down version, okay? So not the one-legged hop, but I'm just gonna use the double hop. So again, that was going hop, hop together, hop, hop together, okay? So with my right leg, double hop, right leg goes forward. 1, I'm gonna come back. 2, left leg goes forward. 3, 4. Okay, from here, all I'm gonna do is speed up the tempo, which again goes into dynamics. Whenever you dance, you always wanna be changing up your dynamics, right? So you don't want to think, if someone were to watch you, if you do the same thing over and over again, same tempo, same kind of movement, it's gonna be like this, and everyone's gonna forget what you do, versus you like throwing in surprises, whether that's speed or a level change or body position. That's what you wanna shoot for versus being always doing the same movement, right? So for this one, we took the whole counts. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then I'm gonna add in that Running Man-esque movement. Okay, so I'm gonna go 5 and 6 and 7. I'm gonna double bounce 8 and. Okay, so 5 and 6 and double bounce and. Okay, here we go. 5, 6, super slow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 and take your time and. Okay, one more time. 5, or 2 more times. 5, 6, right leg first, out, together, out, one leg, out, right, out, left, double bounce in. Okay, so that double bounce, that goes into the very basic groove. Okay, so all I'm doing is I'm just using my legs to bend down and come up. Okay, let's try it again. So 5, 6, 7, 8, double bounce, double single leg, out, up, double bounce, and. Okay, let's speed it up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, tap, 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 double bounce. Here we go. So 5, 6, 7, 8. This goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and double bounce, and. Good. Again, I'll turn to the side just so you kind of see the leg movement. Okay, so 5, 6, 7, 8. This goes out, together, switch, and double bounce together. Okay, so notice again, I'm pretty much not leaving the center spot. Okay, so if you notice, it looks like I'm going like attacking version, but really I'm going attack, retreat, okay? So one more time, 5, 6, 7, 8, double bounce, switch, and double bounce, and. Okay, let's try that with the music, just that much. 1-8 countdown. Slow it down a little bit. Here we go. Keep it chill. So 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And good. One more time. And, or not one more time, a couple more times. Here we go. And 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8. Double, faster, chill. And good. Again. And 5, 6, 7, 8. Chill. Quick, chill. Nice. Let's go one more time. I'm gonna face this way. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Faster, chill. And nice. Okay. How we doing? Everybody. How we doing? Everybody. I'm gonna drink some water. Okay, so let's continue on. Okay, so again, every one of these movements in this combination choreography is just building off of what we've been doing. Okay, so just really think, every time I create a combination with one of these classes, I'm literally just trying to use as much as I can and squeeze as much as the basics out of it just to make it look different than everything else. Okay, so from here, let's go up at the top. So 6, 7, 8. This goes double, back, faster. One leg, double, bounce, and. Okay, so now I'm gonna take that same concept and I'm gonna use my side to side one. Okay, but for this one, I'm gonna keep it coming back to both feet, but I'm gonna throw in one extra little, I guess, flashier thing just to make it not seem like it's the same move. Okay, so I'm gonna jump to the right. So that's the same as me doing this, right? Just jumping to the right. And then from here, instead of just coming feet back together, I want my, whatever my center leg is, to cross in front. Okay, so now I want my left to go in front. Okay, so it's up to you. Artistic choice, you could go flat foot, stay on your toes if you want to be faster. For me, I personally like to stay on my toes just because it creates a different picture as well versus just doing this. Okay, but again, totally up to you, right? You get to decide. Here we go. So from here, I'm jumping to my right. Again, whatever direction you jump out, try to put your weight into that until like the very end. The very end's gonna be a little trippy one, okay? Just to help you out with that one. So we go to the right, jumping to the right. Here, I want my left or whatever leg is in the center to be in front. And then now I'm gonna jump to the left and whatever leg's in the center comes over, okay? So in your head, you're just doing this, right? So again, whatever leg is in your center, that's what you want to put in the front, okay? Always just play mind games with yourself and tell yourself that. Here we go, so 5, 6, 7, to the right, left leg in front, left leg, right leg in front. One more time, 5, 6, 7, 8, jump, left leg, jump, right leg. 5, 6, 7, 8, I'm going right, left in front, left, right in front. Okay, so that move is basically just doing this, right? But now you're just being fancier, right? So now it looks fancier, but in itself, still using your core moves, right? All about cheating your dance. Okay, let's go from the top. So 5, 6, double, hop, out, back, out, speed it up, out, and double, chill, and right, and left, over. Okay, so again, it's gonna feel kind of weird because as you come back to your and, you're gonna go right back to hit your whole count. So think double, bounce, and right, and left, and, okay? Sorry, don't go that fast. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just you have time to kill it off, okay? So 5, 6, from the top, out, come back, out, come back, faster, faster, chill, come back, and right, switch, left, switch. Okay, so again, playing with a tempo, 1, to give you a break so you don't have to go ham the whole time, and 2, just to create dynamics, right? Chill, faster, chill, playing in that sense, okay? Let's try it again. So 5, 6, 7, 8, right, back, left, back, faster, faster, chill, and to the right, right, over, left, over, okay? How are we feeling? Okay, let's get some water. Let's finish off the A count, then we'll try music. Leslie, that's funny. Yeah, luckily I don't have a downstairs neighbor. It's the leasing office and they're not here, so. You could always practice on being very light on your feet. Okay, so from here, let's go from that second A count. So this goes 1, 2, 3, 4. So for this one, I'm gonna kind of create a variation of kind of like what we did yesterday with our 2-step, but also utilize the bounce. Okay, so I'm still gonna hop to my right, hop, and I'm gonna pull up, up, out. Okay, so in my head, I'm going out, switch, switch. Okay, now instead of the 2-step where I'm just going towards it, I want both my feet to keep hopping towards each other. Okay, so I'm almost like closing the gap. Okay, so this goes out, hop, hop, and then I'm gonna lift it up. Okay, so there's gonna be 3 hops. Hop, hop, hop. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 5, and 6. Yeah. Hop and up. Yeah, so you wanna think out and lift up. And same thing, I'm still trying to create this crisscross version so I can jump to the other side. Okay, so think hop, hop, lift off. So 5, 6, 7, 8, hop, hop, up. And again, my right foot's doing hop, hop, back to center. So basically I'm trying to get my right foot right back to here, and I'm using 3 hops. Hop, hop, center. Okay, so 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going hop, hop, center. 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going out, middle, center. 5, 6, 7, 8, and out, middle, center. Good. So you want to think basically, I'm just trying to do this, but I'm just making it fancier with one extra step, right? So from here, I'm gonna do the same thing. So I'm gonna go out, middle, and then I'm gonna switch it center. Okay, so left leg, starting with the left, 6, 7, 8. I'm going out, middle, lift off. Okay, so now you can think whatever leg is in front is still doing the crossover, right? So I'm never switching the left crossover, right crossover, but now instead of just crossing over with my feet, I'm just lifting it up just to make it look different, because I'm trying to make it look different. Here we go. So 5, 6, from the double hop, 7, 8. This goes out, middle, center, out, middle, center. Okay, 5, 6, 7, 8. This goes out, middle, center, out, middle, center. Good. And then feel free with your body to kind of swivel if you want. If that makes it easier, go to the other side. If you want to make it dramatic, you could start over here and then twist it. Again, artistic choice for now. Yeah, just, you know, use your own whatever you want, okay? So I'm going to go right, switch, left, switch, out, middle, center, out, middle, center, okay? Just using the side-to-side ones. So 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going right, switch, left, switch. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Again. 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. All right. Let's try it from the top. The ultimate challenge. Here we go. So 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going 1, 2, 3. Speed it up. 5 and 6 and double to your right and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, 7 and 8. Good. Again. 5, 6, 7, 8. This goes 1, 2, 3. Speed it up. 5 and 6 and chill it out and 1, 2, 3. Speed it up. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Good. Try the music. Oh yeah, oh yeah, keep it going. There we go. And 5, and 6, and 5, 6, 7. Take your time. This is 1, 2, 1, 2. Speed it. 1 and chill it out. And 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Good. Again. Here you go. And 5, 6, 7, 8. This goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 and 7, 8 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, 7 and 8. Good. Let's try again. So if the steps are getting easier, now try to keep your movement kind of like fluid movement, right? So instead of thinking stops, like stop. Stop, kind of dig in a little bit with like those down grooves, right? So breathe into it. 1, 2, 1, 2, pa, pa, breathe, breathe, and breathe, and breathe, and breathe, and breathe, right? So the more constant movement you can kind of have with it, the better it's gonna look versus someone just doing and being very sticky with it, okay? Here we go, little advanced tip for you. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, and 2, and chill, and right, and left, and 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Good. Go one more time. And 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, 7 and 8. Good. Relax. Doing good, everybody. Grab some water, hydrate yourself. Any questions? Oh man. Jessica, not necessarily. I think it's, I would want you to focus more on just your legs, but if it kind of helps you, your hips to kind of like bring your body back, then by all means, that's not necessarily wrong, right? So that kind of goes into, I guess, later you do want to be adding more stuff to these, right? This is just the basics of what our legs are doing. Later you want to be able to like, you could like add like your head movements into it to make it bigger. You could even like add like a chest to make it bigger, right? Just to make it feel more full. So I wouldn't necessarily say your hips are like cheating or anything. That's a good question. It just means you're getting more advanced. Pablo, I'm streaming right now Monday through Friday at 7 p.m. So pretty much 5 days a week. Elizabeth, of course. Thank you for coming. And yes, Jessica, I feel like if that's like what feels natural for you now, that probably means that you're just utilizing like a different groove as well. So I'm not saying it's wrong. So I think just keep doing what you're doing. Okay, cool. Let's go for the top and then move on. Okay, so 5, 6, 7, 8. This goes 1, 2, 3, 4. Switch and double bounce and right, over, left, over. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so from here, I'm gonna kind of utilize, now I'm gonna utilize like a different technique of it. So instead of going towards the direction I'm going, I'm gonna keep it in my center leg. Okay, so if I'm this way, instead of going towards my left leg, I'm gonna use my right leg to come down, and then I'm just gonna use my right leg again to come up. Okay, so if I'm here, we're on the left, all I'm doing is I'm coming down my right. That's your first hop. Then I'm hopping on my right to come up. Okay, so from here, I'm going down on my right, boop, come up on my right, boop. Okay, then I'm just gonna reverse it. So down on my left, boop, and again, my weight's on my left, come up on my left. So you wanna think whatever leg is in the air, now, that's a tricky one. This is the one you wanna double hop on, right? So since my right leg's in the air, double bounce, and then I'm gonna double bounce on this leg because it's in the air, double bounce. Okay, as far as where your leg goes, artistic choice, I think for me, just so you could kind of see it, I am gonna shoot it out 45 and then come back forward, 45 forward. But if it feels more comfortable to go backwards for now, that's not wrong either. Okay, so this is just so you can kind of see it. Okay, so from here, we just went 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, fall on this right leg, right, hop on your right leg in, up, fall on this left leg, out, hop. Okay, so a lot of things that you could do with hops is you could think about physically jumping, right? That's a lot of like what we've been doing to it. This hop is actually coming from my body dropping, right? So it's almost like a, but it is technically a hop because it looks like I'm bouncing down and then I come back up, right? But then again, you could also think of it as just like a half tempo down groove and up groove. Down, up, right? Down, up, which is the same as down, up, right? Use your basics, you know what I'm saying? And if you're totally lost about down groove and up groove, just watch all the previous live streams I did. Yeah, so from here, I'm dropping on my right, drop on my right. I'm gonna use my right to come back up, boop. Drop on my left, down, come back up, boop. Okay, for this one, all I'm gonna do is almost like I'm running, but I'm just gonna keep switching my feet. Switch, switch, switch together, okay? So from here, I am here with my right. So I'm gonna jump to my right leg, jump to my left leg, jump to my right leg, and then I'm gonna jump with my feet together, down, okay? Just the footwork. So 6, 7, 8, this goes right, left, right, together. Okay, so now you wanna think down on my right, up on my right, down on my left, up on my left, right, left, right, together, okay? And if you want to, you could add a subtle down groove with my chest. So if it looks like I'm like doing this, that is technically what I'm doing. But if you're only understanding the hops, that's good too, okay? So again, baby steps, right? If you're understanding the leg movement, do that, okay? If you wanna add a groove to it, technically for this one, I'm not using a leg groove. You could treat it like that too, but I'm using like a front groove, right? And we talked about that in a previous lesson too, okay? So let's go from the top of that 8 count. Drop on my right, so this goes right, jump up on my right, boop, drop on my left, down, jump up on my left, boop. From here, right, left, right, right, left, right, and then jump together, together. Okay, here we go. Try it again. 6, 7, 8, right, jump on right, right, left leg, left, jump on left, left, right, right, left, right, together. Okay, let's try it from the top of that 8 count. We'll go a little bit faster. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, here we go. 5, 6, 7, 8. This goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Cool. Couple times. 5, 6, 7, 8. This goes right, up, left, up, and right, left, right, up. Cool. One more time. 5, 6, 7, 8. Right, up, left, up, and switch, 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 up. Cool. So if you ever watch like hype, I don't know, what they about like collegiate teams. Like that's basically all they're doing, right? So just trying to find those like grooves that are like super hype, but in the end, it is just, if you break down every move, it's very like fundamental. So just look out for that, okay? Let's go from the top very slowly. Here we go. So 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going forward, together, forward, single leg, single, single, double, bounce, and right, switch, left, switch, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, new part, right, up, left, up, right, left, right, up. Cool. Try it again. 5, 6, 7, 8. This goes jump, jump back, jump, single leg, right, right, left, left, double, bounce to your right, right, switch, left 3 times, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, down and up, right, left, right, down. Cool. Let's try it with music. And again, for this one, for sure, don't worry about grooving that much unless you really understand like the legs of it, okay? Here we go. Funky. And 5, 6, take your time. This goes 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, and 2, and chill, chill, and right, and left 3 times. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. This is down, up, and switch, 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 up. Good. Again. And 5, 6, 7, 8. This is right and left, and single, single, double, and right and left. Go to 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and chill, and right, left, right, up. Good. One more time. And 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7, and 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And nice. Cool. How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? Cool. I think I'm gonna stop there today just because I know that is like a lot of switching up. Usually I tend to do 4 8 counts, but I think for sure I want you to kind of feel just like it's a little bit trickier footwork, okay? So I think before what we've been working on is like easier, like very slow movement, but this one for sure you really wanna be moving your feet, okay? So I'm gonna put the music on again, just run a couple more times. I'm gonna speed it up a bit because I want you to kind of really like feel what it feels like to kind of put constant motion to it versus me doing, I guess like robotic copying people. I feel like that's like the biggest thing for whenever I see a beginner class. Like the reason they don't look like the teacher most of the time is because you're not understanding like the breathing into movements. So for me, I always say, think of like the music as like a wave, right? So you don't want to think like very choppy. You want to think like it's very chill like this. So you always want your body to kind of emulate that movement versus thinking like, intensing up each movement, okay? So let's try it again, and I will turn the music up louder and speed it up. Maybe a little too fast. Speed it up, slow it down. All right, that's good. Here we go. 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, and chill, chill, and right, and left, and 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and down, chill, and hop, 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 down. Good. Again. There you go. And 5, 6, 7, 8. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and 7, 8, and right, and left. 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, down, up, hop, 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 up. Good. One more time. Here we go. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and 7, 8, and right, and left, and 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and down, and left, and hop, 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 up, and boom. Nice. Very good, everybody. Whew. I'm out of shape. Okay, cool. So, again, main things to focus on is just for that, all it really was is we took one move, which is essentially this, right? And again, trying to just change up how you approach doing it, right? So you can always think of it as doing it in that combination, just to get comfortable with doing those different variations. But I would challenge you to create your own variations, right? So always challenge yourself to make it look different than everybody else, or else you're just kind of like cookie cutter dancer versus someone who's like just doing their own style, okay? So again, today's main focus, just using that bounce, or I call them like boxer bounces, to kind of use that in your dancing, right? You can get away with that just like staying here and make it look hype, right? Because all you're doing is you're just bouncing around, okay? So if you would like to donate, you can definitely do that by scanning my QR code at the very end. I always leave a card. Just use your camera phone, just scan that. Or you can become a monthly donation member by joining my Patreon community. The description box below has the link to that. And then if you want to go deeper and like really like move through a whole song and understand like how movements are put to that, and also like it isn't like too crazy, it is still going to be beginner level, but if you want to actually use like an actual song where we go through it and we kind of accent different things with it, feel free to register. There's like an online registration link. It's the very first link in my description, so feel free to do that. If you enjoyed this, be sure to like tell your friends, tell your family, tell anybody. Again, I'm all about community, so just keep spreading the love. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow, same time. Stretch, rest, relax. Peace.